Right, good morning, folks. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a great day. Okay, so you join us today. We have got an active contract, number 3. 13 logs. Is it 13 logs? 3,313 logs. That's 2 trailer loads. 2 comfortable trailer loads, nothing stressful about that. But I have got a quandary. I have got a big quandary. Oh, look at this beastie. 126,000. I'm going to change that to dollars. Can we do that now? Or can we do that in settings? Money measure. Let's do that into dollars. Okay. Right, so if I was to buy that, now normally when I buy off the used market, I don't like doing things like changing engines, because realistically, do you do that when you buy a second-hand vehicle? Do you go, you know what, swap the engine out? You don't. Okay, so I don't like doing stuff like that. Not that we've got the choice here to do it, but what we do have the choice to do is, would you like us to put a safety frame on? Not out of the realms of unrealistically. That could be an aftermarket add-on. We could say to the dealership, yep, stick a couple of grills on the lights, and while you're at it, put one of them big bad boys on the back end. Now, it's $128,000. She can tow a trailer, so I could tow a couple of logging trailers, but we've got to ask ourselves, are we gonna get serious about log hauling? Are we going to buy a forest in the future? Well, at the moment the answer to that is yes, but I think the logging trailers I've got at the moment are just not going to be compatible with that unit, because what have we got at the moment? So although that's definitely not, because we don't need a crane, we've got the thing. How high does it, that's going to hoik? I mean, that's quite low. That's like for a tractor. Would you put one of those on the back of these bad boys? Because that's quite high. How on earth would you ever lift that all the way up there? So you'd need something kind of like this, maybe, where you could lift the drawbar up. You see that? You got the spring there. You can actually lift that up. 70,000. Oh my god. This is the dilemma I have. We could buy one of those, possibly. I don't know, folks. You know, if I'm going to buy that beastie, what about if we bought that? 26,000, that's doable. Then if we put, sorry, just coming out, if we put a dolly, where's the dollies? Dolly. Where are you, my dollies? Transport. Sorry, folks, just bear with me. I don't know where that dolly rig is. Low loaders. Is it here? No. I'll have a quick scroll down. Header trailers, miscellaneous. No. Still getting used to where everything is in this game. Still getting used to it. Miscellaneous. There we go. 18,000. Error. No, again, it's got the wrong attachment on it. So that sorts that out. So really that's definitely too low. I mean, we're going to be hooking this right up in the air. I just don't know, folks. I think that's going to hoik it up in the air too much. This is the ideal kind of setup. Because you see here, you've got a hinge. So you could get out the cab, lift that up, hoik it on, and go with it. 70 grand. What is all this fancy gubbins do? What is all this fancy? It adds to the price, that's what it does. Look, I want to take advantage of this vehicle, but realistically, we're going to drive to the log pile. We're going to leave this in an area where the log piles are. Certainly, if we go into forestry and buy land, then yes, this can stay up in a yard by the forestry. This can go and park up beside the pile of logs that you're working on. But as far as hauling logs are concerned, you're going to have to drive this up there. Well, you could possibly put an AI worker in there and you go with it, hauling the trailers. Yes, we can do that. We can do that. So we get somebody else to drive up to the pile of wood. Oh, you know, I mean, the reason why I'm in two minds. It's 100 and look. Let's say we put the kit on the back. All right. All right. If we just at some point we're going to be in the woods with this thing, so $128,500 right? Let's have a look, see what one of these costs in the shop. Not one of those. Front end loaders, right? It's this one here, $296. Decisions, folks. But if I do buy this, I'm going into debt, proper debt. I mean, at the moment, I'm 80k in debt, but I've got nearly 70,000 in the bank. I buy this, I'm properly in debt, probably to the tune of about 200,000. And then if in the future I do want to buy a forest, let's go and have a look, see what these forests cost. 235, 5, well, okay, let's start with this one. Oh, well, that comes with the timber mill. What? It's farmland with the timber mill in it. That's 235. I haven't had a look around. That seems to be probably the cheapest bit of forestry land. 476, 164, but I don't know. That's got a little bit of woods there. We want something a bit established so we can go straight into hoiking a bit of cut wood out of there. We can harvest. I don't know, folks. And certainly that'll be a lot more efficient loading up the trailers than with my cranes. I don't know, folks. It's tempting, very, very tempting. What to do? Well, I thought I was going to make a decision today. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away, I'm going to think about it. And then see which way I want to take it. Because at the moment, I'm running a small little outfit here. I load up the trailers with the AI. Again, you know, for the sake of a little bit of efficiency, I'm spending an awful lot of money. Huh. Right, folks, well, while I think about that, haul some more logs. Let's do it. So I'm gonna. This kind of made a decision now. I think on that front loader. You know, if I bought that $126,000, that's without a forestry, without a big lumber mill. Why is she? Yeah, without a big lumber mill, fast mount lumber mill. Yeah, that's $126,000. Where is this heading? Whoa, 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 no, steady. This is not really. Ha! That's what we forgot to do, folks. That's what we forgot to do. No. Let's just stuff that. $128,000. That is a lot of logs to haul. You know, that machine's just there to pick logs up, put them on a trailer. There is no lumber mill, there is no forest. That's all she's doing. So I'm kind of putting myself in the red for a long time, just to make it a little bit easier to haul logs. And I'll have to haul logs. A lot of them to pay for that. So I think, folks, I've made my mind up. You know, 128,000, I could buy a brand new tractor, and that could go on contracting work, not a problem. I could buy new cultivators, do more contracting work, not a problem. So I think my heart tells me to buy it. It's a game, I know, makes no odds whether we're 500,000 in debt, 200,000 in debt. I'm just trying to not keep it real. It's really not doing myself any favors with this one. It's because I'm distracted with the front loader. So really, it's just going to be sitting in the yard. All its sole purpose in life is to load logs, and if I'm not loading logs, it's kind of a wasted asset, I would say. That's my opinion. It's a wasted asset, whether or not it's cheap or not. You know, it's not like I can go out and sell it for double the price. Is we're just going to keep on hauling logs using the crane. Obviously with the joystick, as I keep saying, it is so much easier. You know, I'm under no real stress or commitment. I've got 80,000 loan in the bank, which I'm comfortable with. I use that to buy my SLT 810. Still not buying that. Because this is slightly at an angle. There we go. So yeah, see. Well, not doing too badly. I mean, we only got. Should I try? See what happens. That's the price. There we go. Right. So lift you up. I lift you up. I am the most tone deaf person you will ever meet in your life. Six, 8 logs left. Possibly fit them all in that one trailer. I don't have to. And technically, having this trailer beside you like this should make it easier. It doesn't make it easy when it's off at a bit of an angle. Just release it. Probably. Let's see if we can just hook you into there. Boom. Like I say, I keep saying this, folks. Probably won't say this anymore because it's probably boring you to tears, but joystick for the win on any sort of crane. For years I struggled with a keyboard. Now I'm actually really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. So much easier. Can't drop that in there. Just really turn them around a short end that way because I can't quite see where the this could be a disaster. This took too long. So I thought I was going to go for one ton SUV. Kind of got a bit greedy. It's that one right there that's going to cause me issues, but I think let's just drop in there, see what happens. Then we both went in. Yep, we can move with that. Whew, got away with it. Let's do it one more time. This front starts with us. Humans by nature are greedy. I can finish 5 minutes early across the like a jigsaw. It's like it's made for it. Like it's made for it. Boomf. Yeah. Clip. Dump. Two. Okay, now sometimes these trailers don't like being close to each other when you ratchet strap them. juice. There we go. Jump over here. So, right, let's have a look, see. Yeah, you see there that for some reason, I don't know why. Why it does this, and which one it's doing it on. Is it doing it on this one? Or is it doing it on this one? I don't know. Yeah, you see the trailers are stuck together, and it's to do with the ratchet straps somehow. Maybe I'm parking the trailers too close together. I'm not too upset about having to unclip them all because these logs are well underneath the stanchions here. Highly unlikely that they're all going to fall off. So let's do it like this. No, don't do it beside it. We know what happens when you do that. Just fall off the back. Let's do it now. Let's match it. 2 there. Let's do 3. Just do 2. Never had a problem with that in the past. What I do is I get on the crane. To the front trailer, so I get the crane. Second, that might be. Yeah, we're all on fire. What? You can put should we go for a third trailer, folks? Right. We're gonna sell this where? Up here. See there, this 7810 as well. So once you get to a steep hill, she's going to struggle a little bit. .36-50 coped on the flat ground. But yeah, any sort of hill it came to, she really slowed down. So, 7810, she's happy now. I think what I'm going to have to do is just finish today, fast forward, get that temptation of a front loader out of the way. But maybe if I had a couple of 100,000 in the bank, I would look at it seriously. But for her to pay her way, she needs a forest and I need a lumber mill. Talking of lumber mills, where am I going with this? Up there. Both some things I want to get into, but not right now. So I'm going to stick to the original game plan. Buy the combine harvester. There's that bigger tractor. I'm looking at the shop. Let me just get this junction out of the way. Awesome gearbox on this machine. Where's the little mill? Where is it? Where are we? There we are. There's the little mill. Quickly. What were we looking at? The 4755. So yeah, definitely I think put that money towards a new combine and the 4755. Those are two vehicles which would pay for themselves quicker than that front end loader. I'm sure we can find uses for the front end loader, but hauling wood at 3,000 a pop. So we're going to have to drop down to D. Let's drop down to 3. One folks, go straight, so we're going to drop with the double trailer. It's certainly a lot easier to drive. Just needs to struggle. When there's a will, there's a way. We can go. Tighty. Regret that. So let's see. There's a road down there. Yeah, there is. Let's go back. Let's go way over. Every field has a track race. There we go. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Yeah, so I think, I'm going to pass on that front end loader. I mean, what a steal. But I just don't have the woods, I don't have the big mills to pay for it. It's got to pay for itself. And if all it's doing is loading up trailers to haul logs, which I can do with this crane which I've got in the yard, let's call it 3,000 for every load. That's a lot of loads I've got to shift just to get that paid off before I start making any money whatsoever. So, we're looking at the combine, we're looking at the 4755. Got a small loan at the moment, 80,000. Probably pay off 5,000 of that. Let's bring this in. Completed that, 3,300. Yeah, so there's really no issue loading cranes on this trailer. Once you get a routine going with it, there's no big problem. And certainly I think if I had a £200 loan, I'd be a little bit more stressed. When I come to buy forest land or whatever, I want to get a loan for 500 and I've already got 200. Yeah, before you know it, I'm $1 million in the debt. That's not what I want, folks. And also as well, I think on an impulse buy, I'm waiting for a skid steer description. I think if a cheap skid steer came into up for sale, I would probably snap that up. But if I've spent all my money, I wouldn't be able to take advantage of that. So it's the right equipment at the right time. That is the right equipment at the wrong time. So no. That's the great thing about this. I can't quite lean over. I can't quite lean over. I'm going to miss it there. Yeah. Push it over. Maybe smack the front shot. Nope. So just while you're having a little bit of good weather in the game, I am leaning towards, because having to park this up, I'm going to have to pick a line for this thing. You know, having to keep coming out the garage. Pigs in the place. There we go. Enough? Enough? Not quite. There we go. Right, so kind of got it underneath. I've got the tractor underneath. What's the weather forecast? It's Christmas Day. Happy Christmas, folks. 26, we got snow tomorrow. I'm going to leave it out. What needs to be undercover is undercover. A little bit lazy, I know. I need to find a better solution. Maybe I need to put these implements back in here, and then that way I can drive that one a little bit wider right underneath here. But she's fine. She'll do that for now. It's tough logging equipment. It can handle it. Righto, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep it easy, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.